Radio 2 is there for you.
Now, there's another area that a lot of people won't know anything about these days, I imagine, especially younger listeners, and that's the cheap cover versions of hit records that were manufactured, principally by a company supplying Woolworths, as I recall.
That's right, yeah. I mean, thinking back, they were extraordinary records, really, because the whole lot used to be done. We used to do around about 6 titles every month. I used to get involved in maybe 2 or 3 of those.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole lot were done in a day. And they were all using various session singers and various broadcasters, people that were making their living from doing broadcasting,
Yeah.
Club and Easy Beat. And they used to call you some extraordinary name. I think I became Frank Bacon for these covers.
Now, this was a company, wasn't it? And I know, because I did one for them, that was part of the Oriole Records setup.
I think
but they used a
was.
different name.
Yeah, I think they were called Canon Records. Or
I don't
something.
remember what they were called, actually, yes. But if you were heard on radio doing something that sounded a bit like the original hit, you were whipped into the studio
That's
double
right,
quick.
yeah.
Because Maureen Evans and I sang Goodness Gracious Me on Easy Beat, and before we knew it, we were in making the record, which sold in their thousands. Now, one only got a minimal straight fee for this sort of work.
Well, I think I got about £25 per title.
Yes, that sounds right,
Yeah.
about right. But no royalties.
No
of course.
royalties, but just remember it was 63 and £25 a title if you're doing 2 or 3 a month was quite good money.
Did you tend to specialise in any particular artist's record?
Well, they got me along first of all, I think, because I sounded a bit like Buddy Holly, or I could sound like Buddy
Yeah.
Holly. But I remember eventually doing all sorts of things like Beatles covers, PJ Proby covers. I seem to remember doing a quite reasonable Jerry and the Pacemakers.
Yes, I remember that, because we've got your version of How Do You Do It?
How do you do what you do to me? I wish I knew. If I knew how you do it to me, I'd do it to you. How do you do what you do to me? I'm feeling blue. Wish I knew how you do it to me, but I haven't a clue. You give me a feeling in my heart, like an arrow passing through it. Suppose that you think you're very smart, but won't you tell me, how do you do it? How do you do what you do to me? If I only knew that perhaps you'd fall for me like I fell for you. You give me a feeling in my heart, like an arrow passing through it. Suppose that you think you're very smart, but won't you tell me, how do you do it? How do you do what you do to me? If I only knew that perhaps you'd fall for me like I fell for you when I do it to you.
So that wasn't Jerry and the Pacemakers, but my goodness, it sounded mighty like them. How do you do it as performed by John Carter, although appearing by any other name? But you said you
Frank Bacon. Yes.
Frank Bacon.